Daily, specific workers report to duty, fully aware they're wagering their survival to sustain modern society's operations. Today, we're revealing 5 of Earth's most fatal professions, where employees confront death as standard procedure. Hit subscribe on the Record Vault to discover more astonishing accounts about individuals who sacrifice everything in our species' most perilous trades. Kicking off at number 5, Commercial Ocean Harvester. Maritime fishing teams confront oceanic violence across the planet's most hostile waterways, experiencing mortality statistics approaching 30 times typical employment averages. These seafarers withstand sub-zero conditions, towering swells reaching 40 feet capable of overturning boats instantaneously, and industrial apparatus including hoisting systems and netting that can pulverize extremities or sweep personnel into churning water without warning. Executing 20-hour operations throughout the Bering Sea or North Atlantic guarantees perpetual fatigue while managing barbed fishing gear, traversing frost-laden surfaces amid tempests, and controlling massive equipment on wildly unstable platforms, where any stumble plunges you into life-ending frigid ocean that produces hypothermia within moments. Geographic remoteness indicates emergency medical intervention requires hours or potentially days to arrive, converting manageable wounds into fatal outcomes as teams battle through gale-strength conditions, understanding that vessel sinking virtually guarantees perishing in icy blackness. Advancing to number 4, Vertical Construction Specialist. Laborers assembling towers and elevated structures function hundreds of feet overhead on slender support beams where atmospheric currents, system malfunctions, or brief distraction produces deadly descents. These craftsmen manipulate steel components weighing multiple tons via lifting mechanisms throughout all climatic scenarios, traverse voids on boards measuring mere 12 inches across, and toil surrounded by descending implements that become lethal missiles from elevation. Power line electrocutions, impacts from pendulating cargo, or platform failures kill numerous workers yearly throughout America exclusively, while those surviving frequently endure severe cranial trauma, fractured skeletal structures, and lifelong incapacitation. The grueling requirements of transporting supplies, wielding pneumatic tools, and metal joining in severe thermal extremes across 10-hour periods hasten physical degradation, with countless employees acquiring persistent discomfort, auditory damage, and pulmonary ailments from particulate matter and compound contact. Rising to number 3, Forestry Harvester. Woodland timber workers experience America's supreme occupational death statistics, wielding motorized cutting equipment and industrial machines throughout isolated forests, where emergency transport might require hours. These individuals traverse precarious geography while toppling enormous trees capable of crushing them during erratic collapse trajectories, being impacted by tumbling timber, or becoming trapped in mechanisms like cable systems and processing units possessing sufficient power to immediately detach appendages. The volatility of widowmakers, deceased limbs plummeting unexpectedly, paired with chainsaw recoil events producing devastating tissue damage, generates circumstances where experienced harvesters cultivate intuitive hazard awareness that inexperienced personnel absence, producing horrific wounds and fatalities. Remoteness within mountainous backcountry indicates cellular connectivity doesn't exist. Climatic conditions fluctuate from sweltering summers to sub-zero winters, and animal confrontations introduce additional unpredictability to occupations, where a collapsing tree can trap you underneath massive wooden weight, offering no prompt salvation. Climbing to number 2, Subterranean Resource Extractor. Personnel retrieving coal, metallic ores, and geological materials from Earth's interior depths venture into sunless passages where structural failures, poisonous atmospheric accumulations, and detonations can eliminate complete teams within moments. These operators function within confined corridors thousands of feet beneath ground level, where methane concentrations combust from individual electrical discharges, generating flame fronts that accelerate through channels exceeding human sprint velocity, while suspended coal particulates convert into blast environments matching explosive devices. Equipment incidents involving boring apparatus, transport systems, and haulage machines happen frequently within restricted areas where evacuation paths are constrained, and observation is severely limited regardless of helmet illumination, while prolonged silica particle contact triggers pneumoconiosis that progressively asphyxiates employees across decades. Historical catastrophes like the 2010 Upper Big Branch detonation, eliminating 29 workers, and the 2014 Soma facility conflagration throughout Turkey claiming 301 existences prove contemporary protection protocols cannot abolish the inherent perils of laboring miles subterranean within unstable geological formations where aquatic inundation, ceiling disintegration, and atmosphere depletion constitute perpetual dangers. And dominating the most deadly #1 ranking, commercial roofing technician. These experts installing and maintaining rooftops on large-scale commercial and manufacturing facilities encounter the most lethal convergence of elevation risks, thermal stress, and apparatus hazards. Operating on angled, frequently slick surfaces throughout scorching conditions surpassing 150 degrees Fahrenheit atop asphalt installations. These workers combat thermal exhaustion, fluid depletion, and hyperthermia while navigating around apertures, transparent panels, and compromised structural zones where one miscalculation means crashing through towards cement surfaces underneath. They manipulate boiling petroleum products and flame devices inches from combustible substances, inhale poisonous vapors from bonding agents and waterproofing compounds, and labor throughout meteorological emergencies, preventing additional structural deterioration, embracing extraordinary dangers that eliminate more personnel proportionally than alternative careers. The convergence of altitude, heat, toxic substances, and deadline urgency generates an ideal catastrophe scenario where descents represent most fatalities, yet combustion injuries, electrical shock from overhead cables, and impacts from descending apparatus contribute to the astronomical death statistics, rendering roofing quantifiably more hazardous than public safety enforcement or emergency firefighting services. These treacherous careers expose the concealed human toll supporting the frameworks, materials, and goods we routinely overlook. The contributions these laborers provide merit acknowledgement and admiration. Which occupation astonishes you as most perilous? Post your responses in the comments, and remember to like and subscribe to the Record Vault for additional revealing explorations into hazardous careers and the individuals executing them.